So it's kind of waiting for someone or something to prove according to his standard of thinking that God doesn't exist. Okay? So it's the way that God is portrayed that makes you not to believe. So if someone comes and convinces you otherwise, according to the standard that you want that person to. Okay, sorry. He said, okay, now he's not believing because there is no proof. Okay, he's not believing because there is no proof. That makes him to satisfy the credibility of the thoughts that he has. Okay, so it shows that he believes because he has not yet found someone who explains or who qualifies his thoughts or who
Come on.
Okay, it's like if you are uncertain about something, and then somebody makes that thing that you are uncertain about, when you make it certain, you then believe. You say, yeah, that's right.
That's one. Okay, is this? Atheists. Are you atheist or anti-theist?
Where they say that creation proves that God exists. Well, my question is, how does creation prove that God exists when the creation itself vividly proves that it exists? For example, if I ask how an elephant looks like, you would all give me the same definition. Yet if I can ask you how God is, you wouldn't be able to give me the same definition. Everything that you have, the definition of God, is according to what you are not able to do, so that you are subscribed to God. Since that doesn't prove that God exists. And again, they say that your life is in the hands of God. But how come I can take a knife and take my own life? Does that make me God? If God is not a human being and you say God is one who is above us all, and I'm able to take my own life, and yet you say God is in charge of all, you can take life, like he has your life, our life in his hand. How come I can take my own life and I don't stop him? And if you say that creation proves that God exists,
How do you know?
well, how come in your book it's written that God created a man in his own image and likeness? How come we are not able to see that? How come everything that you say this God that created is not here? How come we can't see it? And you should say this creation proves that God is there. And the God that you're talking about is the same God that is written in your own Bible. And the things that you created are not even in this world that you're trying to prove that God created. That means that you don't know God, or you are claiming a God that is not there. Nothing proves that God exists. Because even the very creation you're talking about doesn't prove that God exists. For example, the law of gravity. It doesn't need anyone to testify that it is there. You simply take something and you suspend it from the air and you let it go and it will fall. It doesn't need anyone to testify that gravity is there. How come God needs someone else to testify that he's there? And when that person dies, then God doesn't have to defend himself.
Okay.
You say creation itself proves that itself is creation, right?
No, I said it proves that there is no God, and you said that creation proves that there is a God. Actually, it doesn't prove.
You did not say that creation proves that. Okay, maybe let me not go to that. Let me go to what you said. You said creation proves there is no God. How would you say force of gravity? Where would you say force of gravity gets its force from?
See, that doesn't prove that God is.
I'm not proving that. I'm proving that force of gravity does not prove that there is no God.
It proves that there is a force of gravity.
Where does it get its energy from?
Force that puts one in the ground.
I like that
Energy
thought.
will not be created, not destroyed. It
Yeah.
came from nowhere.
According to
How
science.
do you define God? Do you realize?
Yay!
You mean God is energy?
I did not say God is energy. I said what energy, then it doesn't exist. Okay, wait.
If it's not energy, then it doesn't exist.
Wait. All I'm asking is,
So God is energy to you.
No, it didn't say
Why are you saying if God is not energy, then he doesn't exist?
you are saying energy.
What are you
does
saying?
not- I am saying,
What are you saying?
I am saying that. You say force of gravity is proof that God.
No, you are saying. You're saying.
Of course.
You're saying we are saying. Say what you are saying.
Okay, what are you saying?
One at a time. Just use the theory of intelligence. One at a time. Who is talking? No one. You. Okay. So you listen and one talks when I ask a question. You say that creation itself proves that God does not exist. And I say creation itself proves that God exists because those force of gravity get its force from. If there is no intelligent super being which gives it that non-ending source, that non-ending supply of that energy, where does its energy come from? Because it does not regenerate its own energy.
Yeah, even the word energy itself.
So even energy itself, okay, yes.
Energy does not need to be created. Not destroyed. If it was created at some time, it would be created. But seeing that it is untraceable, I'm trying to magnify the possibility that it doesn't need a beginning at all.
No,
That's your theory.
that's theory.
That is the first law of thermodynamics.
That's exactly what we are saying.
The physics is the proof of God. The fact that there is physics.
Define energy, but it cannot go to the point of exhausting where energy comes from. And we are saying we have that proof that energy comes from here. You understand? Because nothing can exist inside of
So
it.
it's just naming according to your context.
The what?
So if I give a name and say gravity comes from the moon, just because I've named that, does that become proof of gravity? Just like you are giving something a name to play
Okay, it looks like you've gone now Q&A. I thought you were raising emotion.
Okay, the thing is, I was still very good. Okay, question. Okay, but we will go into that when Q&A comes. And then you say, your life is in your hands. You said your life is in the hands of God. You didn't say that. You said it. You said that. Jesus said, we say life is in the hands of God, and yet I can take away my life. Does that mean I'm God? That's what she said. And we didn't come to say that
Thank you.
your life is in the hands of God.
Just
Thank
because
you.
it didn't say it doesn't mean I don't know it.
So if you know it, you know there's a
I
God.
heard it, right?
It's what you say.
This only means that I understand what you
So you came here standing on grounds that we have created, and yet you are trying to debate us.
Excuse me.
What is the whole debate about?
Yeah.
Does God exist? And you come here and you say,
We say.
I am saying that
Because you're still saying we say.
because this is a debate. I have to say what you said.
What is your
Okay. Can you like go into the enemy's tent without knowing what the enemy is capable of?
Exactly my point.
Exactly my point. So when I said I know that you said that your life is in God's hand,
We
right?
did not say that. You cannot
Just
prove
because
that
it
you say
didn't say it does not mean I don't know it.
that. Just because you heard someone
You know
talk
it from
about
someone
the
else, not us.
talk about, does not mean when someone else talks about it.
Oh.
Because no, the thing is, Someone who has seen an elephant and someone who has an elephant will not give you the same definition of an elephant.
Okay. We say there is no God. You say there's a God. We are here because you say there is something, right? So the whole thing is because you say there is something.
No,
We say there is not.
we are here because you said.
But don't define what we say for us.
Because of what you said is not there, that we
They should not define what we say. We should say, don't tell us what we say. We say.
We are not defending what you say. We are here because of what is real that you say. Okay. That's why.
Can you say something and then get done with what you're saying?
Every time I go into what I'm saying, you start talking. So we did not say that it's in the hands of God.
All the definitions they come from what
i-energy ayakhiwa futhi i-energy ayikho. I-energy ikhona nje i-stagnant i-perfect nangabe iqhamukaphi lokho sikubiza ngethi-creation sesivele sesijubile le creation ngalokuthi le definition ye-energy ithi ayiqali futhi ayigcini ikhona i-energy. That's the whole concept of thermodynamics.
Well, I say that God has done it good. Just because all of the doing is not proof that they're right, but try and tell us that you have not really proved that God is not right, but you only try to tell us the not right and say it's not right. So it's not. So what we want is to prove that you're right, not right. You are not right. Secondly, okay. In your picture or definition of God, God is responsible for all things. But if I look at life and how everything is going on, I can't really see the input of God. What I can see is animals mating and giving forth offspring. People meeting and giving forth children, and they live, they die. I can only see science in play there. That's what I can see. Where is God in that? People meeting, children giving forth, they live, they die, and others are born. The same goes for animals. The same goes for trees. Where is God in that? Because I can see only sources of science, or maybe I can only see science instead. Going to another point. Why, if it does exist, why is everyone having his or her own picture of God? Because from every speak, what I've heard is, according to me, if it does exist, and he is, if it does exist and he is precise in himself, why is everyone having a picture according to himself, or a definition according to himself? Why isn't his definition or explanation just one? Okay, and we are not saying that we have the picture of God and we've not seen it. We are saying in no picture of God, in no explanation of God, we've not seen anything like it for us to believe that there is a God. We are not saying that we have a picture of our own of God and we've not seen it in
manifestation. Okay, we are saying in no picture of God and all-sufficient being and who can do anything. We are not saying that. Yeah.
Okay, you are saying that in our picture of... Can I ask a question? You are saying that in our picture of God, we have not seen what was saying. So we look at us and expect to see God, right? Or the idea of God. Am I still with you? No, that's what he said. Yeah, okay. That's what he said. You said he has not seen him in us. So I must...
No, I did not say I have not seen him.
Okay.
I said your picture of God, your explanation of God, of him is, I've not seen a proof of your explanation of who he is. I've not seen such a thing.
Okay. So in other words, you want to see the picture and know that it's God through the picture.
Okay. Let me give you an example. Here's a phone. To believe a phone, what a phone can do is it can make two people communicate from different places, right? So I'm not saying that show me a phone. I'm saying at least, if you can not show me the phone, at least give me a function of the phone. Anything that's in the definition of the phone, for me to believe that there is a phone.
So you expect to see God who is not where you are.
Amen.
In other words.
What do you see according to you? What do you mean when you want to see, when you say you want to see? Because maybe I see, I'm saying I see because I see, and you're saying you see because you say you see, and I do not see what you see, and you don't see what I see, because we have the different definitions of seeing.
So it is because you see. It is because you see.
Because that is not there.
He is not there. I am saying,
It's not
he says he wants to know.
But I think
He says he's going to, because you guys said, I want to see, he keeps saying he wants to see. So I'm asking what he means when he says he wants to see. What do you want?
You are expecting something that will make sense.
Tell me, what is it? How is it like?
God, but you want to see.
According to you. No, let him answer. I'm saying what is it? Do you want God to be physical?
But you want to see. How will you even know that this is God?
Huh? Let him ask.
How will you know that now this is God if you have never seen him in the...
And let you know that now you see.
Come,
No. Morgano, you have a problem.
There is a saying God exists. Because it is what you say, it is a function. Ignoring that you are the function. Yeah. You yourself, you are the function. Why? Because even this science you are trying to prove. Even this science we are proving, we are trying to prove. It's just a study. What God is done? Of the doing. Of his doing. Which are the functions. The reason we are speaking about him is because the reason we are debating about him is because he's there. If he was not there, what would you do? So what I'm saying is that God does. And you are the proof for it. Okay. And you are, if you want the function, I'm saying now you are the function. Yeah. Tell them. Katumbu. I am Katumbuta.
I'm saying, I'm not a proof that God is. My proof is that what proves me is that I was given parents. That means that if my parents were not there, if my parents are there, that means that my parents are proof, even though my parents, you cannot point them now. But they are a proof that I believe. That means that what proves me is what gives me birth.
Either they are dead or alive.
Yeah.
So why?
But I said it.
That God is your mother.
So
But you're
Yeah. So God is your mother.
which means that you are the origin.
That's you. Oh. Didn't say that. Okay, put them on there. What I want to say.
I know that, and I assume, in my caliber of understanding, that it is said that we are here, and we are the proof that God is there. Like, we came from God. God created us in His image and likeness. And that's a total lie. Because first and first, you are not the one God created. And you don't know the one that God created. You can't point Him. So what if He never created at all? And people were just copulating and multiplying? Reason.
So that's your understanding, right?
Your understanding.
What I like about his statement is because he begins by saying according to his understanding. Which means if according to his understanding, it seems or it shows us that someone else might come with another understanding.
Thank you.
That's we have views.
Waiting for someone.
Waiting for someone.
Yeah.
So if wait. I'm going to say it today. I want you to answer them. I realize that now you are sleeping there based on semantics than the substance.
No.
So I want to hear the substance. Do you understand that?
That's all they're doing also.
Oh, okay. Let us not. Okay, I want to do the English debate, but let's have the substance, the content. Do you understand that? Like, okay, I love the art he's using, that he's using. Which he said according to his understanding, which means that so the thing is not absolute. Right? For something to be true, it's not absolute. That's one. Are you done? I'm done. I want you to answer it. So let us avoid the one. But let's do them first. For the sake of this day, it's kind of cool. Okay.
So that's what I wanted to say.
I realize that in your note, maybe if you're preparing for the due response, you find yourself rather are taking it easy and you will never come to the content. At the end of the day, one is either pull around Shiaba straight over the Ageko, normal Shiaba to call. So that must be. So that's never been on our time. Okay. Yeah. What I don't know you want, but that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay. You all open up a different thing. Okay, one day. Yeah. Love. Oh, then. No, allow me one.
Rako. Roto.
22 minutes to 22 minutes to 6. 22 minutes. No.
A week ago, I went to visit a woman at a psychiatric center, and I found that
about 50% of them, of the lunatics, believe that there's a God.
Kasi walang. Isa may 10 minutes. Ito ang yung may
And it's not usual to see two men walking in the street together or holding hands. So, what I'm getting about you is that you have not stood on one ground about this God. You call God. Maybe it's according to the dictionary, or you've been taught that there's a name called God. You know? So, which means even your construction of this word God is an agreement among you guys in the lunatic way. So there is as a reader, I have read your book, which you claim to be a divine book. There's someone who even witnesses for what we can say truth. And in truth, as we as atheists, we have two pillars of truth, correspondence to the faith, or coherence to religious belief. So that's where you're putting yourself in. So in that book, this man testifies of truth, and you are followers of him. Are you all followers of Jesus? Are you?
Not a question. Of course.
So you are relative with him. You tend to be rather than one part. You know? You guys are fine. There's something he says too. You know, even in your book, this Jesus was also an atheist. He was also an atheist because he says to him that believes anything is possible. So which means if I believe that God doesn't exist, it is possible. So there's no God because, so it's just like that. So if I believe that God is there, that means God is there. You see, we're agreed. So everything is possible. So which means your God becomes your creation because.
So he exists.
Yes.
So he exists.
So which means if you make a chair. So which means now I had a brother here saying including God's preeminent vision of humans. Like if I meet a woman and get her pregnant, all that the child will do is becomes I claim the preeminence in that. It's my child. Even if the child meets a new student at school, he does have parents. So we are saying scientifically proven, it has been scientifically proven that no cells, like the number of cells that are here don't change. They don't go down, they don't go up. They are just like that. Which means if energy just changes form. So you then can't, like, there's something like the sun. We call it the sun because we've agreed to call it the sun. No one has gone to it. No one knows it is really there. But we are trusting ourselves that no, when we see something like that, it is there. So it means that believe that the sun is there. The sun is there. It's not. So you both believers. Men are believers. Okay. To close my point is that we don't have an expectation of God because that would make us better believers than you are. So what we are saying is that you with your dictionary have been given a dictionary that has been written even by people who don't really believe in God. That there is God, God is one. So just as we prove ourselves, can you be that much raised? So to touch on the senses, that woman called Symphony. Said how to say that.
Woman.
So we have noticed, we as atheists have seen that all senses are for seeing. So we touch to see it, if we can't see it with our eyes. So we, like we are here in this room because of our senses. So you also trust in what we trust in to be here. So like, then, it's a sense of touch that gives you. So, which means you guys are dependent on one better idea of what you think is. So, which means your God becomes more than every day, you know. You know. But our gravity has never been modern any time. It's gravity. It is gravity in China, it is gravity in the States, it is gravity in Swaziland. I don't have to teach you about gravity, but gravity is just here. Yeah. But
You didn't just get born and know.
You have to be in agreement. Teach each other, disagree. You know,
Someone told
meet
you
each
that
other
was
together, just for one thing, to prove that, you know, yeah, that I end there.
No.
Okay, let's just have several. I want to say God is, and I want to drive the point. Just have the point home that God is alive. By defining him as God is life. And when we talk about life, you are including all the systems that he created. He is the source of that system. He gives all those systems life. So if he gives all those systems life, then he is existing. You know. So God is even yourself, even your life, proves that God is alive. Because he is the source of the life. You cannot have the life if God is not there. You know. You can't have the life if God is not there, because this is source of all. You know. I don't know. Because you define God as, I hear you say, you define God as God is source of everything, is source of the life. But you can take the life out. Yeah? Which means in the first place, you shouldn't believe him if he has not provided the life. True. Yeah. Come on.
God is life. Your God is life. If you claim that God is life, and He has given you life to be alive, then why do you die? Why do people still die? Because if you have stopped beating, then you're dead. That means you no longer have life in you. So is it that your God has the ability to die, or is it that really there is no such thing as a God that gives you life? Secondly, there is something that we call hallucination, and that is seeing things that are really not there, and you hear things that are really not there, and you see things that are really not there. That is just hallucination. You create these things are created in your mind. You think they're there, but they're actually not there, because the rest because if you think things that the rest of us don't see, then you're actually hallucinating. It's all in your head. It's all in your mind. Right? We should all see it. If it really does exist, then we should see it the same way. There shouldn't have to be there shouldn't have to be a certain place where I need to see, where I need to be able to see the way that you see. It should just be one thing to prove that to prove that you are actually in a place of your own. You've created, and this God that you say you're talking about, you say that you can't see him physically, and you want to see God in a place where he is not. Huh? At the same time, others of you say that God is almighty and he's all over, he's everywhere. Then how is he not where I am now? If he is, then he should be where I'm at. He should be a proof wherever I am. If he is the source of my life, like who said that I am the proof that he exists, if really he is that source, then why am I able to function without him? If I decide to create a robot on my own, I have a remote for that robot. I control what it does. So I'm the creator, right? So does my creation that prove that I am a God? No, it does not. It just proves that I have the intellectual capacity to create something. But it doesn't make me God. You can also do the same thing. You can create your own thing. It doesn't prove that the creation does not prove that there's God. And then,
yeah. No.
You say if you can function without God, right? How does that make you function without God? Because your lack of knowledge of things does not mean it's not good. It just means you do not know who is God.
No. If I'm able to, okay, wait. If I'm able to function, if you say that God has given me life and whatnot, your Bible says that you have to believe. No one can come to God unless you believe and whatnot, right? I don't believe. It's my choice. So if I choose for him not to exist, then he does not exist. And if I have that choice to choose whether he exists or not, then that's a loophole on his side, because he shouldn't have that choice if really he is a God. If really he is a God, he should be definite. There should only be one definition of him and one function of him. 1 + 1 is 2, okay? Yeah. You can't choose to put 2 and then make 2. Just like you agree in your own conferences that by faith. What happens by faith, you are healed, by faith, whatnot. You agree. Yeah. If I don't agree that by faith I'm healed, then I won't be healed, right? Yeah. Yes.
Why should it be conditional?
It's not that you need God to function. It's that when you function in God, the function is different. You don't need to believe God to function, because he is. It's just like gravity. Whether you believe it or you don't, if you jump off a tree, you land. You see? So even God, it's not like...
Are you contradicting your so-called holy book then?
By saying what?
By saying that I don't need to believe.
No, all I'm saying is that it does not change God, because the topic is whether or not God exists. It changes you believing. It does not change or gives a different picture of God. It changes you, not him.
So what is there to believe if it doesn't change him?
It changes you.
If I believe, it changes me.
Yes, the impact is in you.
So that thing is not there.
Yeah.
Because I am the one with the capacity to bring him forth.
Yeah, that's it.
I create him.
So I create him. So he's my own creation.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
If I don't make that change, right?
That means that your God can be disapproved.
Yeah.
No, not
Yeah.
really. It does not prove that.
If I can create something that is better, that has a better function than he does, then I disprove him.
Something like what?
Anything, whatever it is that I can decide to create, then it can put it up. Because the God that you think of is one that is progressive.
That
in
would
some
be
sort of
creating
way.
something that is not there. We are talking about something that is there that you are not aware of. That's the difference. You would be
They
creating.
should be aware of it by force.
I throw a stone and comes down.
You told me the law of gravity. I'm convinced.
Exactly.
You tell me that it's God. But you tell me that it's conditional, it's only based upon my believing.
Yeah,
What is existing. If I won't believe. If
Then
I
die.
believe there. So which means that the law of gravity is greater than God.
Exactly.
Whether I like it or not, it's just text.
By force, we believe that is the law of gravity.
So how,
Demonstrate.
let's say the law of gravity is this creation. Means that whether I believe or not, it runs. So why is this way not much better?
Exactly. Why do I need to hear about him first before I actually know that he's there? If I'm living in the bushes somewhere and I have no idea that there's such a thing called God and I'm still functioning, I need somebody to come and preach to me to say, oh, there's something like this. But I'm here, I'm living. Why does he need to be proved?
Why?
Why should there be somebody to talk about him
Let him prove
in the
himself.
use of man's language? Why should there be something like that?
Yeah.
When instead of it just being tangible, visible.
Yeah. Nana.
No, like in the system, what I'm told you, it's incomplete. You need to give us your system. That's a complete system.
It's the same thing they're asking from you.
Yeah,
That
that's the same
give them
thing.
God.
Give us God.
We say, yes, there's people.
No, you
we
prove
can't
the
do that.
existence of something, you understand?
Yes.
The thing is there, and they're saying, no, it's not there. What you're saying is there is not there.
Or you need us to undo the law.
If it's there.
Yeah.
You need us to make him contradict you.
No, I mean, see,
Wait. Let's make it simple.
God.
Let's make it simple.
There's no God.
There's no problem about principles. You know, it's like, yeah, we appreciate the principles are here. You can see them that way. So show us the person just and the principle are everything.
Yeah.
Clearly see.
Yeah.
Why is it not clearly seen?
He's not in a body, he's not a man.
Okay. How did you find okay? Okay.
How did you find that?
God is a man, but man.
Oh, nah.
I have one question.
You know?
Wait.
Just
What is that? Let me ask one thing. You are expecting him to do what?
Okay.
We're not expecting him. We're saying give him to us.
Okay, this is what.
We don't have to give him
Okay.
because we're saying it doesn't exist.
Let's prove.
Okay, prove that there's God.
For example, I'll use an example.
Okay, no, you can't use an example now.
Proof.
Because you know, an example draws inference from the source. Give us the source. No example.
Okay, the source is like a blind man saying, show me the rainbow.
That's an example again.
No, but
Show us
what
the
I'm saying
rainbow
is there's
then.
no way a blind man can see the rainbow.
Yeah.
You see?
How do you know he can't say a rainbow?
Because he is blind.
How? But in your book,
Who has judged that he is blind?
Because he is the one who is blind. I'm
Just really.
I'm the one who's speaking about the blindness. I'm speaking of a person that I know.
So, first you're speaking of belief.
it's brave.
What is the blindness belief? Do you believe in God? Okay, then I do believe. So what if a blind man believes that he sees, and you say that he doesn't see because he's not seeing?
If he believes that he sees, then I wouldn't have called him a blind man because I make the example.
So you say blind man, and he also says that you're a blind man because you can't see what he sees. He sees darkness, you see, he sees, but he doesn't see what he sees. He sees darkness, and you don't see darkness.
I think you're not getting my point.
That's what I was
I am
asking.
the one that said
Wisdom said,
Yeah,
don't see. So I asked, what do you mean to say?
True,
I am
true.
the one. This is my point. I'm saying that to the Bible. No, the man is blind.
Exactly what that is.
That is the question.
He's not really blind. You say he's blind.
according to you.
It's my story, right?
Ah.
I am saying the story. I am saying the man is blind.
That's exactly what you guys
In
say.
accordance, why should it
That's exactly what you guys
Tell
say.
me, tell me what you mean when you say I want to see. What do you want?
Sorry today, man.
What is
He
see?
never said he wanted to see.
Wisdom said.
He did say.
Huh?
He did
Wisdom
say
said.
that.
No, he wanted to listen. He wanted to say God from your explanation. He said, no, give the seeing was used metaphorically like that. No, I want to show me.
No, listen.
I want to comprehend.
Yeah, I want to make me,
Just as you have comprehended
make
what
me
we are talking
believe
about.
it.
So look, look.
Sorry. Make me join you.
No, so seriously, I don't know what I'm joining you for.
Convince me that he really is there.
If it has been easy for you to accept and believe that there's a God, it shouldn't be action for you to put
No, but the thing is, you are supposed to show him.
We need the proof.
I know.
Where's the people sitting? If they will have to move
False.
What do you say?